Hello, everybody. So, yesterday I went and saw the Child's Play remake, the 2019 remake of Child's Play, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, here we go. So, the plot around Child's Play follows this kid, Andy Bulkley, who, his life is kind of going through a tough time. He's about to, move, a lot of stuff's going on. His mom is working a ton. So just to make him feel better, his mom brings him a Chucky doll just to make him feel better because Chucky's supposed to help out and stuff. But when a certain manager working on a good guy doll deletes every program on the Chucky doll that is supposed to make it a good doll, stuff hits the fan. So yeah, now I have a very strange relationship with horror movie remakes, because I've only really enjoyed 3. I've enjoyed the Evil Dead remake, I've liked the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, and I've liked the Friday the 13th remake. Everything after that, I just didn't enjoy almost at all. Just thought it was awful. Cough, cough, 911. It's like, Freddy, I love you, but no. So yeah. Guys, I am unbelievably surprised to tell you the Child's Play remake is actually a pretty good movie. It is a legit pretty good movie. It's definitely not great. It definitely has quite a bit of flaws. But if it is not possibly the greatest horror movie remake I've ever seen, that might be saying something. It's not saying much because a lot of them suck. This might be my favorite horror movie remake. It's still not a great movie though. Let's talk about my favorite thing about this movie, and that is Chucky himself, Mark Hamill. I only really have one flaw with Chucky, which we'll get into that later. But the voice acting is great, obviously, but he's nowhere near as good as Brad Dourif because of how much he brought to the character. I think that's not that fair to say because Mark Hamill has only had one movie, and Brad Dourif has had the chance to bring his career up and up and up over the course of 7 films. So it's a little bit unfair to me to compare them, but that's what you have to do with remakes. And the acting is also very good. Andy is great in the film. The actor, when he's scared, you feel scared. And yeah. And when Chucky has this one line in the film, he's not joking or anything, but it's are we having fun yet? Or oh, can we play now? And that really works in the final hour of the film where Chucky's massacring everyone and slaughtering people. The whole "are we having fun yet?" When he's holding the knife, that works a lot. So the voice acting works. My only problem with Chucky is the look. It looks very weird and just corny. It just doesn't work for me. It just looks so off than Chucky. Even when I was sitting next to my dad, we were watching this movie, he legit said when he saw the new Chucky, he was like, "What? That looks nothing like Chucky." Because I would be, because it's a remake, you have to at least add some new stuff into it. But the Chucky new look, I just didn't really like. The movie is paced quite well also. I think the acting is very good, of how Andy, you really feel him throughout the film. This movie does a very good job at pacing throughout the relationship that is building between Chucky and Andy. It takes a solid maybe 45 minutes of runtime for the film to just build up a relationship. And when Chucky does something wrong with a cat, stuff keeps on going. He doesn't kill the cat. Maybe he does. But the relationship keeps on building. And this movie is quite gory also. It's probably one of the most goriest movies in the entire franchise. That's saying something. So, Okay, there's really creative kills in the film. But there was a very gory shot. Okay, there's one scene with the buzzsaw. I'm only gonna say that. One scene with a little buzzsaw. Chucky turns it on. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a little scene with the buzzsaw. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. A little scene with the buzzsaw. There's also a very drawn out scene with this guy's trying to like get down Christmas lights, and Chucky and he's on a ladder, and he like gets down the ladder, and he falls off on his feet, and you get like a POV shot of his feet when they break, and you see like bones sticking out of the feet. It is intense. And that's pretty much all I can give the movie with good stuff. For my negatives, Detective Mike Norris is in the film, and most of the time he's used for comic relief, really until the third act. But for the third act, they pretty much just push him to the backside, which I didn't really enjoy that much, because I liked the presence of him, but he's really not in the movie that much either. Not really like Detective Mike Norris from the original, who's in a solid maybe 30 minutes of that movie. Here, he's probably in it for about 10-15 minutes. And there's one thing that no one really touches on that I just find kind of stupid and just not really that smart to do. So people bring home Chucky to like give like a better time with the so like when the parents go off to work and children are at home, Chucky can give them stuff and just like play time. There's something that bugs me. So Chucky can like control every single like smart device in the house. So he can control like ovens, refrigerators, like cars. He can control a lot of stuff. I don't really know why someone would trust an animatronic doll to do that. Because what if there's a malfunction? He could like start a fire, and what if the door was locked? The kids probably couldn't, and would probably be dead. So I just find that a bit stupid. I really like the third act of the film. That's another one of my positives. I really enjoyed the third act. It takes place like it's called a Z-Mart, and all these people are just locked in, and that's pretty cool. It was a nice third act. My other negative with the film is that Andy's supposed to have like a group of kids in the film. If you've seen the It movies, it's leading a lot to like the Losers Club. What's weird to me is that there's supposed to be like 4 people in the group. Okay, Andy and these 3 other kids. One of them doesn't even join the group until like the last act of the film, and I didn't really care about any of the kids because they didn't really give them any much. And like Detective Mike Norris, they shoved them away into the third act. And they're in a couple scenes of the film, and they're only in like one scene in the third act, and then they're never really brought up again. So yeah, so I didn't really care for the kids that much at all. And one of them only joins the team until like the last act, and no one ever really does anything besides just like care for Andy or something like that and just pop jokes, and not that all the jokes are that funny. So yeah, how long are we into this review? Ooh, 8 minutes, that's a bit too much. So yeah, we'll leave that there. That is my review of the Child's Play remake. Surprisingly, it's actually a pretty decent movie. If you're going expecting to hate this movie, you're most likely gonna hate it, which is kind of unfortunate because it's actually a pretty decent movie. But if you're going in like me, not really looking forward to it, you will be genuinely surprised. So yeah, sure, comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. But my grade for the film, I'll give it a B-. Yeah, B-. It's pretty decent. So yeah, sure, comment, like, and subscribe, and comment down below if you're going to see this movie, or if you have seen it, or just comment what your expectations are, or what you thought of this movie if you have seen it. Yeah, sure, comment, like, and subscribe. See you next time.